Hi there, water signs. Welcome. Welcome to Silky Intuitive. My name is Nancy. This is a look at the week ahead. You know, guys, I'm going to say this is going to cover, maybe the 27th, 28th, through the next weekend. It is Memorial Day weekend here, so thank you to all of our service members all over the world. Pardon me, if you've served your country anywhere in this world, thank you very much. Also, if you want a reading meant just for you, you can reach out to me through my website or just contact me directly through my email. I will need to send you an invoice for a private reading, but that process is quick. And we can have that going in no time. Just reach out to me through my email. Now, over at Vimeo, I have a growing library of love and energy videos going over there. You can find those over there, Sun, Moon, and Rising, all 12 signs. So, I think that's about all I've got for you guys. And, you guys, if you're sitting on unpaid invoices, please pay them. Now that I've said that, let's take a look first at the element of water, and then I'm going to look at Capricorn, done. I just finished Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Maybe some of you have Capricorn in your chart. But first we want to look at my water signs in general, your element. Are we ready? I think we're ready. One. The Ace of Pentacles, the World, oh my God, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Some of you are clearly cutting a path into your future. That's what I've got for you guys. Seriously, it is clear. It's obvious that my water signs are going through world-shifting changes. Some of you are starting a new career, and that career really proves to be promising. Now, usually this guy, he doesn't like authority. He can be angry, he can be aggressive, but with this, I love this energy, because he says you are clearly focusing on your future, on where you want to go, on your achievements as a whole. What are you starting here that's brand new, water signs? During this week, are you starting something fresh, a new job, an idea? It feels a slower energy. The Pentacles always slow you down. But that's good in this situation, because this is where I get to say, slow and steady wins the race. You're moving along, you're gathering slowly, and this world, this clump of accomplishment all starts to come together. And to me, this clump is forming in the shape of the world. It's starting to look to me like you're gathering so much success, water signs, that the earth is now in front of you. Where do you go next? It feels new. What do you want to accomplish? That too feels new. But you also have this clarity, this drive that says, come with me and I will make you a winner. That is the whole message with this guy. He's asking you to really go forward with what it is you're wanting to accomplish, because he's going to bring you to the finish line faster than you thought he was going to. Now, let's take a look for Cancer. Cancer. We're looking at 4 minutes and 35 seconds for you guys. Okay. Now, first of all, we've got a new beginning for Cancer. What are you starting, Cancer? Are you looking to change your life? Are you aggressively moving forward on something? It could be connected to communication. You could be going into some form of communication type of a career move. But it's clarity. It's clarity, and it's aggression. It's not letting anybody get in your way. Even this woman that you love standing over at the side making goo-goo eyes at you, you're really not paying attention to that because you have your own goal in mind. So there's no distractions. You're not letting your love life distract you on what this is that you're wanting to accomplish. Not unless you're going to invite them to hop on the back of this bike and go for that ride with you. So, you're starting something new. You're focused. You've got a goal, though. The goal completes cycles and it starts cycles. It can be karmic, but it feels like it changes. It can change your life if that's what you're looking for out of it. But I see a good start at something brand new. Now let's see what else I get for you guys. The Four of Wands. Some of you are looking at houses. The High Priestess. Wow, some of you have been wanting a house more than anything. You haven't been able to accomplish it, some of you, Cancer. But you're looking. You're looking to come out of a place of maybe some darkness. Maybe you were just unable to have these things until now. But I think you're resting well now. Because for some of you, this new beginning is really going to show promise from the very start. It's a good startup if something is going on that's new. If you are acquiring some new money into your life, also know that that helps shore up your foundation. It really solidifies the home for some of you. There are changes, though, that you want to make. We've got secrets here. We've got secrets on a level where you need to really kind of look for answers from within. So you're looking for changes, but some of those decisions have to come from you, from you, and coming out of a dark place. Some of you are coming out of a hard place. It could have been back in the early 2000s when the economy started to crumble. Whatever it is, you've been coming out of a period of darkness for some time. You have more wisdom, you have more strength, and you do have a few tricks up your sleeve. You may be holding some information, but it's positive. It's positive here because it's solidifying your foundation, and you're coming out of a period of darkness, I think, some of you. And for some of you, it's going to be a new home. You may be changing, but you're changing for the better here. I think Cancers are very capable of creating their own world. You can shape and shift your life any way you want to. You're very easy. It's very simple for Cancer to change their lives because your life is water. It's fluid. It's always changing. And so for you, you're always going through changes. And this doesn't feel any different. But we've got this Ten of Cups ending here this week for you. So what I think is, whatever your movements you're making, whatever you're creating for yourself, you're using your intuition. You're coming out of a dark place, but you're aware that Spirit is probably trying to send you messages in your sleep, in what you read, in the headlines of the newspaper, on street signs. There are answers everywhere if you are open to receive them. And so I think this is saying that you can gain more awareness if you pay attention to the messages that are given to you. Ten of Cups, so brings through a very satisfying kind of end to the week. It feels nice connections with family and friends. You may be just taking a rest. You may just be having a staycation this week with your family, taking advantage of some of the holiday energy and the warm summer weather that's coming our way. I'm hearing the nights are very important for Cancers right now. Some of you are working on solidifying a romance, and this is going to be important because some of you are introducing a lover to your family. And for some, and this message is coming out of nowhere. So some of you who are introducing a lover to your children, to your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, I think that actually is well received for the majority of what you're doing here. Except maybe somebody's got a brother who's kind of aggressive and not very considerate. That's what I've got for Cancer. Now let's look at Pisces at 11:30. We've got Pisces. So what do we have for Pisces now? In the center, you're changing. You're ending cycles, beginning new ones. Well, let's do this. Let's start you out with strength. Pisces, you are gaining inner strength. And for Pisces, sometimes that's a tough place to go because your emotions are very fluid. You're also very in tune. You're incredibly psychic. But sometimes that psychic energy can bring you to great empathic places where you can feel other people's pain. And so at this time, during this week, you may be going through some changes and you may have to dig in to a source of inner strength. Because I think some of you are going to be feeling the energies of the empath. You may be having aches and pains for someone else. I almost feel that this is a message for somebody in particular where the aches and pains of another are going to be inflicted on you because you do possess the ability to feel people's pain. This could be the pain of a group of people, a country. I know as an empath for the past week, I have had shooting pains all over my body since the bombing in Manchester. And I am a Pisces rising on the cusp of an Aquarius. So for me, it's really powerful when things like that happen. I'm talking to Pisces energy who also possess this kind of energy. And I don't want to be predictive that something may be happening at a global level, but it might be because you guys are drawing in the world. These guys want to be talked about. The Temperance. So, since I feel for Pisces it's going to be an emotional week, on whatever level the changes come about for Pisces, there's a need to keep a solid footing, remain on an even keel, keep your balance. This is calling for the right objectives, the right perspectives, and keeping everything in a harmonious kind of balance. And for some of you, that balance, keeping that harmony, is going to take a lot of strength. And I think that something may be happening on a global level, and I don't know what it is. Now, I know here in the States, we are going through changes here on political levels that are affecting people in their home. We've got families separating because of political disagreements. There's a lot of anger going on here. I think that maybe on a very personal level, something may happen globally to kind of throw my Pisces into a place of needing inner strength, because you have a very strong empathic response. The Seven of Pentacles. Well, some of you are going to feel a little bit worn from the difficulties. It's about, to me, even though it's a pentacle, it talks about feeling weakened because of hard work, because of difficulties, because of strenuous activities. You may be keeping yourself busy, or you may be forced into a kind of a state of productivity. It keeps you kind of centered. I think that's where this is. I think if something happens on a global level, my Pisces are going to feel it in very personal ways, very emotional ways. And some of you are going to be focusing on your status quo, on your day-to-day, in order to keep yourselves feeling balanced. Because I almost feel this world happening here, and I can't say, but maybe within the next 7 days, possibly, there's a need to really dig deep, because I have almost a worldwide kind of empathic, almost sympathy, or a reaction, a real physical reaction to something that may be coming. But I see this Two of Cups. I see strength in partnerships. I think if you're having an episode of empathy in your life right now, you have a support system. There is someone there to hold your hand and make you feel better during a time when I think that there may be an upset somewhere. Now we have the Four of Pentacles. At times like this, we hold on. We hold on financially, we hold on emotionally, we hold on to that makes us feel secure. And we're holding on to our day-to-day. We're holding on and kind of depending in what feels like a very trying time somewhere in the world. We're holding on. We're holding on to what makes us feel good, what keeps us feeling secure. I think we are more than anything focusing on this security, whatever it is. Honestly, this, whatever I'm feeling here, this situation, it can be on a personal level. It can be something that takes you off guard. But you're feeling the pain here, and that's what concerns me. The only thing that I really think saves the week for some of you Pisces who are dealing with this isn't going to talk to all of you, but whoever is dealing with this situation personally, you're really holding on with both hands to what makes you feel secure, because there is a nature of uncertainty here and the need to stay balanced and to keep your well-being secure right now, on whether it hits you on a personal level and it changes you, it evolves you to another place, or it happens on a global level. And I hate that shit because it sends terror through me, and I'm already feeling the pains up my back, which is preparing me, and I don't like to be predictive. But again, I cannot rule out for some reason that something may, and I'm not saying will. I'm saying that the energy that I'm feeling right now is potential what this guy brings, the aggression that the Knight of Swords can bring. He is admired by some, but he can be seen by others as a very ugly energy. We're going to take a look at him next. And he talks to Scorpio. And we also know that Scorpio can have a sting. That doesn't mean that you, Scorpio, are dealing this sting. It could just be the energy during this time, during this earth or this water element time. that places you in an aggressive position. This I didn't want to be predictive in any way, but it had to be said. For Pisces, good luck with your week. Whatever this talks about, if it talks to your life in any way. Otherwise, check your moon and rising. Now, we're looking at Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Here we go. Scorpio, what have we got for Scorpio? Swords. The Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of restrictive, narrow-minded, kind of I'm at the end of my rope energy. It all stems from this Knight of Swords energy, the aggression. And you may be dealing, Scorpio, with this energy within your own thinking, like you're done, you're finished, you've had enough of hostility and pain, you're tired of being poked, because this feels like somebody is jabbing you, but you're feeling kind of restricted in one way or another here, Scorpio. It makes me feel very much like there's an obstacle or a hindrance or even bad energy, bad karma, bad aura in the air. It can be aggressive, it can be destructive, and it can be restrictive in whatever this way is for you. Let me get a better shuffle on these for you guys. Let's see. All right. Judgment. Wow, this is too much. This is too much energy, and I didn't want this reading for the week to turn into this. There is a heavy sword. I don't want to feel this, and I really don't want to say this, and I don't want to be predictive in any way. And even though this is directly connected to Scorpio, this can talk about the moon in Scorpio, not the personal sign. It can talk about planetary influences in Scorpio. If something is happening that's significant with Scorpio right now, and I'm not an astrologer, somebody tell me what is going on right now in Scorpio that could be producing a world event like this. The Ten of Wands. There's a relief. There's a sense of relief. A court action. Maybe a court action. Taking this Knight of Swords, this aggressive kind of male energy that feels very much, on one hand, he's young, he's dashing, he's handsome. Should I say Jared? Okay, you people in the United States are going to say you understand what I'm saying. Can anybody say Jared? Listen, this is an aggressive energy, and I almost feel on some level very personal to this young man, Jared. The end may be coming for this person. I think legal movements very quickly are going to end a situation for this hostile energy. I think a court action brings something to a sudden halt and puts a restriction on this person, as if he's having his security clearance taken away from him. On a global level, I would say, if you're here in the States, you may be waiting to hear that a young energy is being dealt with here on a very high court level. Someone here is having their security clearance maybe taken away. Now, this is predictive, and I can say that this is a good energy. This is a heck of a lot more positive than this. And maybe what this is saying is that this negative energy's potential, in wherever this person is in your life or whatever this situation is, we have the relief here. Here is where I think some of the conflict is caused. There's an upset going on in a very general way at a world level. Now we have this. the aggravator, the instigator who tears our emotions apart with this water sign reading. He brings hostility, but there's also the end of that hostility. There's a sense of relief at some time coming up around this situation on a very global level. If this is you and you're going through a trying time, you feel restricted, you may be having to go through court around something because you're at the end of that situation, Scorpio. You're done. Your stinger is out, baby, and you're kind of ready to change your life, change that situation. There's word this week, and there is a sense of relief with the Ten of Wands that you finally get to drop this issue because there is a good riddance to whatever this is for Scorpio. The Tower. Amen and hallelujah, the Tower. The Tower brings the end, the official ending, so that something new can begin. And I am hoping that this is the beginning on a global level of things changing. Things changing, but we know with this kind of change, there's a drastic ending. Whether it's on a personal level for my Scorpios, or this is a global level for people everywhere, there's an ending. There is an assured ending that kind of tears down the walls and starts over new. So whatever this is on a personal level, if it starts here on a global level, we have this new action that takes us in a new direction. And that's for all of us. That is really meant for all of us water signs, wherever the water is in your chart. And I think that's what I've got for you guys for this week. Until next weekend, have a beautiful holiday if you're here in the States. I think in some ways, people that need to be dealt with are going to be dealt with on a very large scale, on a personal scale. There are endings, and with the endings come the sense of relief that the situation has finally come to an end. And so, if you want a reading meant just for you, again, my email, my website address is here down below. Also, for all 12 signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, an assortment of love and energy readings can be found at my Vimeo link. That's also here. Water signs, have a beautiful week. Take care, be well, and peace.